Everything's cool when you're part of Amesbury Primary. The Radio Shack. It's just how you like it.
And hello everyone, it is the Radio Shack in Amesbury Primary back on another Friday. You are with DJ Jazz, Luke,
Drew, Amy, Honey, Jamie, Paige, Jack, Lily, Catherine and Morgan.
And first thing we're going to do is we are going to pass on to Lily.
Thank you, Luke. I'm Lily with serious news. Do you think bullying is right? If you know a bully or someone getting bullied, tell a teacher, never ignore them. Do you think our school can be improved? In other news, in September, the current Year 6s will not be here, so enjoy time with them. The Year 6s will definitely miss us. Do you remember about our new build that's happening now? I can't wait, and I bet neither can you wait to see what the new office looks like. This has been serious news. Now over to Morgan with the weather.
Thank you, Lily. This is weather with Morgan. Hi, I'm Morgan. On Friday the 19th of June at 2 p.m, 19 degrees until 6 p.m. Then 17 degrees at 7 p.m. until 9 p.m, then 18 degrees, then 14 degrees at 11 p.m, sunny and cloudy throughout. On Saturday at 6 a.m, 13 degrees cloudy until 8 a.m, 14 degrees, then up to 15 degrees to 16 degrees, rainy and cloudy, then to 17 degrees, 18 degrees, then at 3 p.m, humidity 35%, then to 19 degrees, then down to 17 degrees at 8 p.m, to 16 degrees at 10 p.m, then to 15 degrees at 11. I've been Morgan, now handing over to Luke with the first song.
And it is DJ Jazz Luke back with all those troublemakers out there, and it'll be all worthwhile by hearing Troublemaker. And that was our first song by Ollie Murs, and the song was called Troublemaker. Now I'm giving over to Catherine with something.
I'm Catherine, and I'm here to tell you about the top 10 programmes on CBBC. In 10th place is Blue Peter. Hundreds of children have said that Blue Peter must be banned from the world. It gives too many facts and it's boring. In 9th place is Horrible Histories. Thousands of people have complained that their children have been having nightmares about gory things. It must be gone forever, says Liam's mum. In 8th place is The Next Step. People have been complaining that they have been making their lives with too much drama in them. It has all been from The Next Step. In 7th place is Wolfblood. People have been having nightmares all over the country because it is too scary, and children have been lacking sleep for months now. In 6th place is Sarah Jane's Adventures. It's really weird, people say. All these aliens and there's no point in them. In 5th place is Shaun the Sheep. People say it's too many sheep and not enough people. It's too sheepy. In 4th place is Operation Ouch. It's too gruesome and disturbing, says all the parents. In 3rd place is Tracy Beaker's Too Naughty. It just makes their children backchat and all those horrible things. In 2nd place is Deadly 60. It's too adventurous, the fact that Steve Batchel goes all over the world. In 1st place, it's Officially Amazing. It has loads of cool world records and even stupid things like spiders and things like that. That's all from me, and now I'm passing over to Paige.
Thank you, Catherine, and I'm Paige. I am going to sing Humpty Dumpty. Humpty Dumpty sat on the wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. All the king's men and all the king's horses couldn't put him back together again. Now on to Jack.
Thank you, Paige. And my name's Jack, and I am giving you some jokes. Why did the cookie go to the doctor?
I don't know.
Because he was feeling grummy. What's brown and sticky?
I don't know.
A stick. And now I'm passing on to Amy and Honey.
Thank you, Jack. I'm Amy.
I'm Honey.
And we have the second chapter of Honey the Sweet Fairy. The chapter is called A Sweet Surprise.
As Kirsty and Rachel looked around, they could see what Mrs. Twist meant. The pineapple chunks that she was trying to shake from their jar had become one big, sticky lump. The chocolate bars were soft and soggy, and if they'd been lying in the sun, and the sherbet was fizzing so fiercely it made everyone sneeze.
Rachel nudged Kirsty. Look, she said in a low voice, pointing at one of the shelves. Kirsty looked and saw a box of pink sugar mice, all with their paws over their eyes as if they were scared of something. The jelly babies looked worried too. They were all holding hands, and to Kirsty's surprise, a group of jelly snakes in a jar were wiggling crossly and angrily hissing.
She quickly pushed the jar of snakes off the back of the shelf before anyone else noticed. Something very weird is going on, Rachel whispered, as the two friends heard a low, grumbling hum start up from a jar of stripy humbugs. Kirsty nodded. It's got to be a goblin mischief, she whispered back. Mrs. Twist put down the jar of pineapple cubes and pulled out a tray of chocolate insect. Then she sighed in dismay. Oh no, what happened to these? Rachel and Kirsty went over to look.
The sweets had all melted on the tray, and right in the middle was a big hollow where something had pressed into the soft chocolate. Rachel nudged Kirsty. She had immediately recognized the shape in the melted chocolate. It was a goblin footprint. The girls exchanged glances, and Kirsty promptly peered down at the floor. If the goblin's got chocolate all over 1 foot, she muttered to Rachel, he'll have left footprints everywhere. Rachel added in a low voice. Then she pointed down at the floor. Just look at those.
The girls quietly slipped away from the shop counter to follow the trail of chocolatey footprints. They seemed to lead to a door at the back of the shop. This is a door to Mrs. Twist's stockroom, Kirsty whispered at her friend. We can't just sneak in there without asking.
Rachel bit her lip. Well, we can't just say, excuse me, Miss Twist, but we think there might be a goblin in your stockroom. Either will crash. Both girls jumped as they heard a loud noise from the other side of the door. Oh no, it sounds like the goblins wreaking havoc in there, Rachel hissed.
Before Kirsty could reply, she heard Mrs. Twist saying, This is no good. I can't give people these spoiled sweets. I'll get some new ones from the stockroom. No, cried Kirsty hurriedly. She couldn't let Mrs. Twist go in there, not with a sneaky goblin on the loose. She faltered as Mrs. Twist looked at her in surprise. You can't leave the shop, Mrs. Twist. Rachel and I will fetch the sweets for you. Mrs. Twist smiled. Thank you, dear, she said gratefully. Bring out anything you like the look of.
Kirsty nodded and cautiously pushed open the stockroom door. As both girls peered into the room, they gasped in horror. Bottles and jars had been knocked over, and there were sweets scattered all across the floor. But worst of all, there was a tiny fairy struggling desperately to hang onto her magic party bag, as a grinning goblin fought to tug it out of her hands. It's Honey, the sweet fairy, cried Kirsty, and she's in trouble.
We have finished our chapter, and the next chapter is called Goblin Trouble, and we'll read it next time. Now I'm passing on to Jamie.
Thank you, Amy and Honey. Hello, my name's Jamie, and I'm doing the top 10 STEM games from 1980-something. Number 10 is Mario RPG, number 9 is Star Fox, number 8 is Super Mario Kart, number 7 is
Mario World 2. Number 6 is Street Fighter 2. Number 5 is Super Mario World. Number 4 is... I accidentally crossed that one out. Number 3 is Super Metroid. Number 2 is Chrono Trigger. And number 1 is The Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past. Thank you. I've been Jamie, and now I'm passing on to Drew of the Song.
Thank you, Jamie. I'm going to play Meghan Trainor, Dear Future Husband, but before I play it, did you know that Meghan Trainor started writing songs at the age of 7? 7-year-olds in school, you can write songs if you want to. I hope you liked that song from Meghan Trainor. And now for the shout-outs. Mine is to my baby brother, I love you.
Mine is to my mum. What's for tea, Mum? I'm hungry.
Mine is to all them singers out there.
Mine is to my big sister Gemma for being a great big sister.
Mine is for my 2 naughty dogs.
Mine is for my 5 kittens.
Mine is for Marshy the Pug, stupidest dog in the world.
Mine is for my sister as well for being the best awesome sister ever.
Mine is to Becky. Hope Cameron's behaving. This is all we have had time for, unfortunately. If you have more ideas, please tell one of us. We all hope you enjoyed this Radio Shack.
Bye! Amesbury Primary. Love the place. Love the show. Everything Amesbury from the Radio Shack.